Uh, Thank you, Team Liquid, for being here with us today. We are going to start with the press conference. We are going to start with some questions on the call. So please raise your hand if you have a question. Golden, you are the first.
First of all, sorry for the loss that you had today. I know that it was a very hard match, knowing that the team is not complete, knowing that the IGL of the team was not here present. So I have a question
Recording in progress.
for Patitech. And his question is, we saw that in the sunset, you were doing some calls because that was the VCT stream show that you were saying, okay, now we throw this smoke here, now you have to throw the cipher cage here. So you were, I don't know if you can confirm this, but you were the IGL in this match for the Team Liquid.
No, I wasn't. I was only for the sunset. I think for Icebox and Haven, everyone was calling and everyone was chipping ideas. But on sunset, I just took over because I saw some opportunities. I saw some plays that could have been made. So I just started calling, and that's it pretty much.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Rasur.
Hi, this is a question from the Valorant competitive community. To Penny, how does it feel like to play Masters in front of your home crowd of Canada?
I mean, I definitely hear a bunch of support from the crowd going up and on the stage. Honestly, it's a pretty surreal feeling, being one of two Canadians to play on the stage. And yeah, I mean, I think that map 2 performance was something to be proud of. And like we talked about backstage, we're still not out of the tournament, so we can hopefully build off that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Shobi.
Yeah. 1 second, my mouse is glitchy. If you want to go to the next person.
Okay, cool. Next question is from Chitaku.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, first for all, I lost sorry for the last, and I'm Shitaku from Universo Valorant. My question is for Serial. Serial,
Yep.
this is your first international stage. Before you play in Rising in Spain. So my question is, how did you notice the difference between playing in the Spain Racing and playing in the Master?
I mean, the difference is massive. That's quite easy to understand, but I think the main factor is just everybody kind of has a different drive from the game and way more motivation, and the skill ceiling in both mechanically and just, I mean, every player is just incredibly better, and it's not taking anything away from tier 2 or Spain or anything like that. It's just there's an obvious jump, in my opinion, but yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much and good luck in the next match.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Pedro.
Yes. Hello, guys. First off, commiserations on the loss. Hopefully, you guys can bounce back in your next opportunity in this competition. I'm going to send this one over to Penny for my question. I want to ask you just sort of real quick about the process and the timeline, getting a much more deeper into that. How has that kind of experience been like for you so far? Just having to go from like, just coming into this event as like one of the many spectators of this event, and then getting the call from TL to just join and having to slot in, having to fit into a different system, and having to just go through all of that, and maybe also undergoing the pressure, and just also like looking into the past history with Team Liquid, because I remember like back in Reykjavik 2021, you faced against Team Liquid and you beat them as a member of version 1. So just trying to jump all this together, how has the experience been like for you so far?
Well, we've actually only been here together for 4 days, and out of those 4 days, we've only had 2 days to play together. So we've had about 6 games total in scrims to play. So obviously, I mean, you can't have the highest expectations when we're meeting each other for the first time, playing together for the first time. We don't know each other, and the roles are just like, I mean, it is what it is. Like Nats is like a big player. plays a completely different role than me. He's IGL. I'm not an IGL, and so there's a lot to take into account. But the boys have been super friendly. I feel like a part of the team. Honestly, they're super great, and yeah, I'm thankful to be up here with them.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Jorge.
Hi. A question for anyone on the team. I want to know what you think of Bilibili Gaming style of play.
Buenas tardes.
I'll answer.
It was honestly, it was super hard to play against. I don't think we ever faced a team with this kind of playstyle. Like, I don't think we ever placed a team that legit catches a timing almost every round and works every round. So it was hard for us to read it and kind of adapt to it. Yeah, I think that's why we struggled the most as well.
Thanks so much. Next question is from Jeffrey.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but a little low. Can you?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear
This
you
is
better.
Morgan. Okay. This is Morgopedia VALORANT Club. 这是蒙内百科无区编译组 and this question is for the coach. 这个问题给了教练。I will ask the question in Chinese first and then translate it into English. 我们注意到你们在森寒东港选择了一个非常不寻常的阵容。一共有3个烟卫和2个先锋，而且这其中里面没有任何的决斗英雄。我们特别好奇，就是您为什么会选择这样的人？So we noticed that you have decided to use a pretty unusual, with 3 smokers, 2 initiators, and there's no duelists, in Icebox. And we wonder why you have decided to use that agent pick. Thank you.
At the end of the day, the comp for Icebox was a team decision. Something a bit off meta that we felt comfortable in. And yeah, the reason for that comp was basically just, it was a team decision. We discussed it. The fact that we're playing this system that's very, more loose. I think it was a comp that could have worked. And end of the day, just in the details, But I still think that the boys did a really good job with the composition.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Last 2 questions on the call. Rasur.
Hi, this is another question from the Valorant competitive community, and I'll ask it to Penny again. How different is the air between international competition versus regional competition, even considering like challengers competition?
This might sound a bit crazy to say, but from playing, I played some pretty good teams, maybe not recently, like in matches, but I honestly think that playing in tier 2 with how it is honestly much harder than playing in a tier 1 system with tier 1 coaching staff. When you have an idea of how to play the game, you have getting the game plans, anti-strat, all this stuff, it makes the game a lot easier. And in challengers, everything is completely random. Teams are playing 12 different play styles. Everyone has full confidence and no care, honestly. Like, you've probably seen some of the drama happening with tier 2. There's not a lot of people with like passion or care for the game. Everyone's just playing however they want. They don't care. So when you come on a stage and play in a real system against real teams with proper coaching staff, honestly, the game feels a lot easier to play.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last question is for Pedro.
Yes, I'm going to send this one over to the coach. With all of that being said about, what we listened from this team today regarding the preparation and the lead up to Masters Toronto, I want to ask you, Lohan, as to how difficult is it for you as the coach to try to, get the team ready and having to deal with outside circumstances that prohibited you guys from just, being the usual selves. For this particular case, what is the most difficult thing that you had to adjust from the end of domestic season up until now with the inclusion of Penny and having to fit in for Nets?
Yeah. This was probably the hardest phase that went as a team. I mean, right now we are one of the teams, if not the team that plays the most maps in the world. A lot of intensity. The fact that we don't have IS here, the fact that we have 1 week of preparation for this patch. Doing the job that I'm doing right now, and me and Yao, right now it's the easiest actually, but still getting here in this situation was probably the hardest phase that we went through as a team. And we just need to accept the conditions that we are in, all the things that happen to us, and do our best and to adjust and take an approach into the game that allows these boys to shine still, which I still think they are doing a really good job, taking into consideration that the current circumstances of the team.
Oh, thank you. Now we are going to take some questions here in the room.
Hello. Nerdscasts, independent, freelance from the United States. Sorry for the loss as always. This is going to start by being a question for Serial, and then open up to everyone. First off, fire tattoo. I can see it from here. Awesome. Everyone gotta shout that out. But Serial, I don't know if you've answered this before. What is your favorite cereal?
I haven't answered it, and
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to really give an answer. That it seems kind of boring, but even having some sort of resemblance to my name, maybe it's like I'm not really a cereal guy. But okay, let's go with the basic like cornflakes.
Okay.
That's probably what I would.
If anyone else has a
if I-
cereal that they like, I guess it'd just be funny.
You know, Vector?
Vector?
Yeah,
That's a cereal?
it is. Yeah.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Teeny Minis. If you're a cereal guy, you should give it a try.
I'm gonna try it. I'm from the States, unfortunately.
Oh,
Well,
you're here right now, and they have Vector.
I have to. All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hello, my name is Shayo from Canada, just right down the street, just like Ravish behind me. This is a question for the coach. When it comes to players like YZ, Rarga, Ospos, like very duelist-centric teams, how much of prep is more so for the team and like counter-attacking or counter-stratting a team that has such a spearheaded composition or player that really you want to shut down before they start up?
Yeah, our preparation is always taking into consideration the players or the teams that we're playing against. If you feel that's the need to avoid certain player or something like that, obviously we could take that into consideration. But our preparation, it's not always a one-to-one. We keep adapting depending on the teams that we're playing against. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. And then a follow-up as well, just for today, because we saw it a couple of times. When it comes to 2 timeouts in one half, what makes you press that red button to like really go for that second timeout really early, and then trust the team to keep the vibes, keep the strats, and the comebacks up to themselves for the second half?
Honestly, I trust the players that I have, and I trust they can have the reads needed for any situation. For that situation specifically, if I feel the need to pause twice in a side, I'll always do it. Sometimes can be strategical, sometimes can be to just bring the team up a bit. But yeah, end of the day, I always trust that the boys can have the reads needed to come back into the game.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, how you doing? It's Ravish. As I always said, I'm like right outside, bro. I live right there, man. So just real quick question for Penny. Firstly, man, really cool to see you back up here again, bro. Also, you look jacked. But
appreciate it.
Of course, man. You're welcome, bro. No wonder you back there, bro. I get it. So what I want to understand is, look, you've played in a lot of different teams with some massive personalities and some different ones, right? I want to compare it directly back to V1, back when you guys had Effie, Zelsa's Banner, and so on, right? With who were, very loud and interesting people. And I want to see how those very fascinating personalities compare to the ones that you have here beside you.
I mean, honestly, there's a lot of similarities.
Really?
And yeah, personalities are quite similar between the two, and it's been a lot of fun being here with them, like with the boys right here. It's kind of honestly gonna throw back to those days, to be honest.
Love that.
It's nice to have fun on the stage again.
Love that. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
Cheers,
thank
guys.
Oh, okay. Thank you guys for being here, and we can give them an applause. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bring the second team for prep, or should we wait? We can bring the second team up.
plan. We are going to continue with the second press conference. First of all, welcome BLG. Congratulations for your victory. Now we are going to start with some questions on the call. So please raise your hand, and we are going to start with the first question. Jeffrey?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
OK，这里是萌娘百科微学编辑组。首先恭喜你们拿到了大师赛首胜，各位辛苦了。这个问题给到露西亚，当然我们先问一个和比赛没有那么相关的问题哈。露西亚，我们都知道你的 ID 来自于一个虚拟主播，而且你自己也有一个虚拟形象叫 Rovi。那请问你能不能跟我们简单分享一下，就是你和虚拟主播的故事？比如说你什么时候在看 V， 现在还在不在看，以及我们在未来还能不能见到 Rovi 的出现？So first of all, congratulations on your first victory in Master Toronto. And this question is for Russia. And let's start with a question that's not so relevant to the game. So Russia, we know that your name comes from a VTuber, and you yourself also have a virtual avatar called Rovi. So could you please share a little bit with us your story with the VTubers? For example, when you started watching VTubers, are you still watching it now? And will we see Rovi showing up in the future?
我虚拟主播差不多从初中的时候开始看的吧，后面看的挺少的，其实后面就不怎么看了，包括现在偶尔看看吧。Rovi 的话很可爱，你们有空可以去看看，谢谢。
Russia answer like I started watching VTubers since I was in junior high, but nowadays I don't really watch to it and just occasionally. As for Ruby, she or he is being really cute. If you got time, please keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. Okay, next question is from Chitaku.
Yeah, hello. First for all, congratulate for the win. I'm Chitaku from Universo Valorant. My question is for the team. Give your capability, do you feel you can dethrone EDG as the best team in China?
Is your question, do you think EDG is the best team in China?
No. The question is if Bilibili dethrone to EDG, how the best team in China?
Can you repeat the question, please?
If the question is if Bilibili can dethrone to EDG, how the best team on China?
Can you write it on the chat, please?
Okay, no problem.
Cool,
Sorry.
thank you. Meanwhile, Golden. Oh, yeah. Okay.
My question is for Neff. I think here's the gel. Okay, Neff. Now that team has won and is 1-0 at the Swiss stage, which team do you want to face in your next match to reach that playoff spot?
Personally, I would choose Sentinels. Because like in my career, I think I have not played in North American team, and I think that playing them would be an exciting game. I mean, they have a very exciting playstyle as well. Yep.
Okay, thank you so much, and good luck in your next match.
继续上一个问题，刚刚记者提问说，如果标记所有的队员都可以回答，就你们觉得你们可以超越 EDG 成为 CN 赛区的新领袖吗？
我觉得目前还没有到这一层次吧。我觉得就是因为 EDG 去年也是冠军嘛，然后我们如果想要去 成为如果真的去，就我觉得我们如果能在大师赛拿下冠军的话，我觉得我们才有就是能说，就是也不能说这种话吧，就是 EDG 他们是很强的队伍，然后就是很感谢他们为职业赛区带来了冠军，然后我觉得我们现在要做的就是打好每一场，然后拿下每一场胜利。
I think we're not there yet, because EDG was the world champion last year, and they're being really solid. They're a good team, and has contributed a lot to the Hosting region thanks to their efforts. 如果说在线上的中国媒体有任何想问的问题的话，请举手。
Thank you. Next question is for Sierra.
Yeah, first off, congrats on your win. This question goes to YZ and to Neff. I think after your performance today, you've definitely placed yourself among some of the best duelists and fragging IGLs respectively. So I was wondering if you could choose kind of one in each of those roles to go head to head against this event, who would it be and why?
这个问题给到王鹤哲和 Neff。然后，因为你们今天的表现都非常好嘛，一个是顶尖的决斗，一个是带枪的指挥。那如果说让你们去选择角色作战的话，会是哪一个呢
For me, 英文回答是吗
？Yes.
For me, I think that I would choose Fnatic Bolster. I think he's like very good and probably one of the smartest players in the game and a very good leader as well. And I just hope like I can take back the victory that I didn't get last year back at Champions 2024.
Sierra, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah,
question?
actually, that was perfect. And did you know that in the pre-event conference, Boaster and Crashies actually called out Bilibili, saying that if they got the chance to, they would choose you guys as their first opponent after the Swiss stage concludes. And what do you think of that?
I think good. Yeah. That's all.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question for Jorge.
Thank you. My question is for Wisi. To be honest, I haven't seen the China VCT, but I was surprised by the aggressive style you showed. Now it worked against Team Liquid. Do you think it will work against other teams?
这个问题给到教练，就是对于今天你们的表现是非常惊讶的。那今天你们对到液体的话，所采取的一些策略也好，战术也好，整体来说，你觉得对于其他队伍来说同样会有效吗？
그냥 코치한테 질문 받았습니다. 그냥 지금 오늘 그 팀 리퀴드 이번 경기 보여주는 모습이 엄청 놀았다고 얘기를 하고요. 그리고 이번에 팀 리퀴드랑 상대한 작전들이 그 다른 팀한테도 소용할 수 있는지 궁금합니다.
사실 뭐 팀리키드가 네치 선수가 비자 문제 때문에 못 오게 되고 난 다음부터 사실 팀리키드를 스타일을 연구하거나 그런 거에 대해서 선수들하고 제 회의를 하거나 얘기를 하지 않았습니다. 왜냐면 스타일이 많이 바뀔 거라고 예상했고 팀리키드가 어떻게 게임할지도 모르겠고 해서 그냥 우리가 준비한 것만 하자라는 느낌으로 좀 많이 게임을 했던 것 같아요.
就事实上，其实我们和液体对战的时候，也是因为 Nice 选手并没有到来，所以我们其实也没有说太多的研究他们的风格，也没有去做对于他们来讲的一些针对性的准备，而是只是说也不知道对面的打法会变成什么样子，但是我们会想到应该是会有很多的变化的，所以我们只是把我们自己准备的东西打好，然后就尽可能的就是把我们自己的风格展现出来。
Actually, today's match we won it mainly because Nats was not here, so we don't really have like much analysis towards their like play style. Yeah, but we'll try to figure it out later.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Now we are going to take some questions here in the room.
然后这里首先恭喜各位拿到开门红嘛，然后想就是，请各位开启夸夸群的模式，然后每一个人就是可以挑一个队友夸一下，然后以及就是每个选手说一下就是对自己的表现是否满意。从教练开始，谢谢。
Congrats on your win. So this is a pretty relaxing question. Like, could you please each one make some compliments on your teammate? We'll start from the coach. And one more question is that, are you satisfied with your today's performance?
코치 먼저 부탁드릴게요. 약간 우리 팀원 중에 오늘 제일 칭찬하고 싶은 사람 누군지, 어떤 명이 칭찬하고 싶은지 얘기하세요.
뭐 오늘 맵별로 다 돌아가면서 잘 했기 때문에 뭐 5명의 선수 모두 다 칭찬하고 싶고요. 특히 오늘 어찌 보면 제일 중요했던 저희가 마지막 라운드 승리했던 선셋에서 마지막 라운드 승리했던 YG 선수, 왕아우저 선수랑 루루, 레비우스 선수가 B를 잘 막아줘서 쉽게 마지막 라운드를 이겨가지고 네, 이 두 선수가 잘했다고 생각합니다.
首先，今天我们队员的发挥，其实在每张地图都有各自的发挥，都想夸一下他们打的都非常好。然后，其实他觉得最关键的还是在最后一局的Sunset的那个最后一个回合时候的王浩哲和那个 Levels 选手把这个 B 点守得非常的好，导致我们最后轻松的就是拿下那一分，然后赢下了这场比赛。
Actually, I want to say thank you to like every teammate within our team. Each of them popped up at one point on each map. And especially I want to say, like, I want to mention, it was the last round of Sunset, YZ and Lavius. They really popped off in the B side so that we can take that round easily.
Cool.
接下来每个队员都可以说一下自己，就选一位队员去夸赞。
王浩哲吧，觉得王浩哲还是很能杀吧，很多关键人头还有关键枪。我自己其实杀了很多人，但是有些回合还是很上头的就影响到自己。谢谢。
Risha said the MVP of tonight would be YZ. He frags a lot at some points. And for myself, like I went overheat some rounds, so I really need to cool down a little bit.
我觉得其实今天团队里的每个人都打得非常好吧。我觉得就是，不管是谁有失误，或者是就是打比赛嘛，总会有失误或者是上头的时候。然后，但是大家都在各自的位置上，在关键的位置上发挥了很关键的作用吧。然后，对于我自己的话，我其实就是感觉太久没有打比赛了，然后很多决策啊没有调整到最好，然后这一点我自己会慢慢改进的。
觉得每个人都打得很好吧。如果要我选一个，就选王浩哲，杀的最多的。
我觉得都挺关键的吧，大家都有关键的回合。然后我觉得露露这次进步比较大吧，然后老艾那2个残局也比较关键吧，我觉得。对，我觉得这2个今天很厉害。
龙哥把把 C 你们听。
龙哥再夸他，他要笑死了，夸他的太多了。
大家都非常厉害吧？但感觉他们 C 我，他太强了。王浩哲真的太厉害了，感觉打谁都这么厉害，太强了。他自己的表现今天还挺满意的吧，但是还有很多没做好的地方。
From like, YZ mentioned that everyone was doing a great job tonight. There were some rounds that they made mistakes, but they like play like really well on their H row. and there are many things to get improved, to get like optimized, especially some of the decisions. And Naf mentioned that the MVP of tonight will also be YZ since he fragged the most. And K9, he mentioned that the views has improved a lot towards coming to this Toronto. And they both mentioned that they have made a lot of compliments on Russia. Yeah, and Labios mentioned that YZ really popped off tonight, and there are still a lot of things to get improved in the future.
Thank you so much. Next question.
这边有一个问题想问一下小 K 或者其他人想回答也可以，就是拿到大师赛首胜的话，对你们有什么样特别的意义吗？
先说吧。
露露来答吧。
对我们来说很有信心吧，起码每个人大家的信心都上涨了。这也是我第一次打国际赛这种大师赛嘛，然后我们赢了还是很开心，觉得我们能在国际赛事上有一点竞争力的。
Sorry, can I get some water? Thank you.
The question is, this is your first win of Masters Toronto. So is there any special meaning behind this victory? Lavia's answer, like, I think this victory definitely enhanced our confidence. And this is also personally my first Masters, so I'm really happy to win this. I think BLG is being competitive in this tournament.
Hello, my question is for Levius as well. Just when it comes to playing the game today, you had a really nice, consistent game every single map. You were one of the best anchors in the server entirely. When it comes to facing other big duelists, you guys have YZ on your team. You stopped a crazy double duelist comp multiple times today. Are there other big duelists you're looking to shut down, like Ospas, Zekin? Who are you really looking forward to facing and just completely stomping and shutting down later on in the tournament?
这个问题给到 Lavius。今天看到你的少尉在比赛里面有一个非常稳定的发挥嘛。其实，在今天对阵到 Team Liquid 比赛中，你是成功的去阻挡了对面决斗的发挥。那在这次大师赛还有其他同样非常优秀的决斗，比如说 Aspas 还有很多。那你下一步的话会怎么去做，去阻挡他们，然后或者说去击败他们？
更多就是跟教练组一起研究更多的东西吧，学习更多的东西，然后提升自己。
I would say I would go analyze with all the coaching stuff and get improved personally, step by step, just like that.
Awesome, thank you.
Now we have one last question in the call.
Translate it into English right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
这有一个问题是线上的中文提问，提问 Russia 以及 Lavius 选手第一次参加世界赛，在多伦多的生活和赛场中有不适应吗？现在状态怎么样？ This question goes to Russia and also Lavius. This is your first time attending an international event. How's your life in Toronto? And are there any like things you haven't adapted to, especially in game? And how do you feel right now?
这个加拿大除了时差没倒过来，没倒的像国内那样，也没什么不同吧。饭也挺多类的，也有中餐，没什么不适应。
还有 Lavius 选手回答一下吧。
加拿大就来调试还是比较顺利的嘛，一来就直接第一天就睡了8个小时，然后生活都大家安排的很好，直接就没什么跟国内差不多。
Russia mentioned that besides jet lag, there was like everything goes well, and in Toronto we found a lot of delicious food like Chinese food, so there's nothing to worry about. Lavius mentioned that also he agreed that it was a smooth travel. The first day he arrived here, he went to sleep like 8 hours, and everything besides resting were arranged quite well as he said.
Thank you so much. With this last question, we conclude this press conference. Thank you, Bilibili Gaming, for being here. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.